Cowboy fans? Cowboy Legends for Life here, coming back at you again with another video with my hopes that you like the last one. Boy, I feel good right now. I feel like Al Bundy right now, you know. I feel good. Yes, I do. But I want to come to you with a few things I want to say. I haven't made a video in a couple of days, but I was having my internet service changed over from Verizon to Optimum, you know, so. And it's much better. I went back to Optimum. Verizon, the crap I was dealing with, man. I couldn't take it anymore. It's trash. So I'd rather have deal with Optimum. Go back to what I'm used to. Anyway, I wanted to make a point here, a few points here. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Have you noticed after the Cowboys defeated the Giants and then the Redskins? We've been told that those are the two shittiest teams. So you're not seeing anything from your offense or what the Cowboys really are about, you know. And also that Dak Prescott really is not what you think he is because how well he's doing with those two teams. Okay, I know you noticed that, right? But however, the same team or teams that the Cowboys played such as our opponents and biggest rivals in the Eastern Division, the Eagles, have played the Redskins in the first game. And how tough the Redskins played the Eagles. Now, when they played them, they made a point to let you know that the Redskins weren't a pushover like the Giants were against the Cowboys. You understand? The Giants gave them no resistance whatsoever. Redskins gave us resistance because, you know, they're a better defense. You know, that's what they said. You listen to all of them, not just some of them, all of the Eagles video makers and commentators, okay? They said that the Redskins were a better team than the Giants, okay? Defensively and offensively, right? However, because it gave such a startling start to the Eagles, that's the conclusion they came up with, right? And that Wentz, when he finally got his footing because of old D-Jack's help, and he went there with them 250-yard bombs and Carson Wentz showed what he could do and all. He's such an elite quarterback. But the fact of the matter is that Carson Wentz played bad in that game to start with the Redskins game. Okay, he played pretty bad to begin with because he had something like, oh boy, excuse me. Let me stop here. Anyway, what I was saying was, before I was really interrupted, how they was talking about Wentz, the way he was playing. Now, he did come back in that game. The Eagles played pretty well in the second half, and they were able to overcome the Redskins, all right? But not without a fight. In that game, they won by 5 points. I think it was 32-27. And so they concluded that they were the superior team. They were ready. Let me tell you something. That game itself exposed so much to the Eagles' defense and their team itself, the individual players in terms of their health and everything else for that matter. But let me tell you something. I could not wait till the season started. I could not wait till the season started because I knew that they would be exposed. I knew it. I don't know what the false bravado was about the Eagles. They were talking about how they were going to win the division. They were probably going back to the Super Bowl, and they got this thing and that thing better than this team and that team, especially the Cowboys. Their front line is better, defensive and offensively. Their linebackers are a solid crew, and they made improvements in their doggone secondary and the defense. What? I didn't see that. Did you see that? Well, anyway, the point is that once the Cowboys played the Redskins and demolished them, dismantled them and demolished them by Dak Prescott and the crew, okay, when they got there, okay, in Washington, yeah, it was Washington, I'm sorry, and they demolished them in Washington. You couldn't tell because there were so many Cowboy fans out there. They yelled the loudest. So it's like every time the Cowboys go play somewhere, primarily in any team in the country, it's like being home. That's how many Cowboy fans there are anyway. But anyway, I didn't understand why after that game was over and the Cowboys just took them apart, right? They said, well, that's because the Redskins are bad. The same people who were praising the Redskins when they played them and then finally defeated them That's because the Redskins are bad. They're not a good team. You see what I mean? This is typical bullshit we all have to deal with in terms of fandom, going back and forth, but especially the Eagle fans, they're the worst. The majority of them are the worst. Not all of them, but the majority of them are the absolute effing worst, man. And hard to deal with. When they make a video, there's half of them are always lying about their team. But some of them I've gained some good respect for them. Some of them I gained respect. Joey Shakes, I've gained some respect. I gained some Nitro Free. Of course, I respect my man P5. Of course, he's always telling the truth, but he's very gung-ho about his team. He loves his team. He'll stick up for him, but he's gonna trash sometimes our team, of course, the Cowboys. But he's not one of those liars. He doesn't go around lying about it. He tries to make his point and tries to use data or whatever he do for his point. But there's absolutely several Eagle fans who absolutely should not be making fucking videos. They lie so much. One being LB, you know that he's one of the biggest liars, one of the biggest frauds. Okay. So I'm not gonna get into that whole thing there. You see it for yourself. And the much shit he talked, and you see his fucking team lost against a pretty much of a bad, not a bad team. The Atlanta Falcons are a good team, except he tries to put them down as if their offense is not all of that. And listen, we can criticize like you and me, melty ice all we want. We call Matty Ice, what do you want to call him? Okay. Or Matt Ryan, we can criticize him all we want, but the fact remains he's got a solid offensive crew. And that is one of the best running backs. That's Antonio Devontae Freeman. He's got Mohamed Sanu. He's got Calvin Ridley. And he's got what's his name? Julio, who won the game for them. Are you kidding me? You got nothing on the Eagles that can match anything you got on that field from Atlanta. What is wrong with you, LB? What is wrong with your Eagle fans? Somebody who was criticizing that game, pissed off about that loss. The game shouldn't have even been close. He shouldn't have been close. But the fact remains that Matt Ryan is such an idiot quarterback with a lot of talent. Mind you, he's got a lot of talent, but he makes so many bad decisions when he goes into a close game that he cannot help himself. He cannot help himself. Okay. It makes no sense to what some of the things he does on the field. And because of those three actually, but two critical interceptions he threw during late in the game, that got the Eagles to turn around and get back into the game. Because they had him at one point 17-3. Or 17-6 in fact. 17-6. And that game was over. All he had to do was methodically go down the field and take his time and score. He was throwing bomb after bomb to his receivers with fucking 3 or 4 defenders around him. So how did you not throw an interception? And don't forget, Carson Wentz that night threw the first butt interception. The defender was on his ass on the ground, and then all of a sudden, when he got his head up, the ball shot right into his fucking lap. How does that happen? That's worse than a butt fumble. You're supposed to be in the league, as your people told you, Carson. How could you throw a butt interception? A butt INT, really? It's funny. Anyway, but that's my point about the damn bullshit that comes out. Now, guess what happens when we beat the Miami Dolphins? Because once another team, everybody taking a part of them. But when the other teams previous do it, well, the Miami Dolphins is bad. But when the Cowboys going to beat them, which they will beat them, they're going to say, well, the Miami Dolphins are bad. That's what they're going to say. They're going to say, because the Patriots beat the shit out of them and shut them out. Well, that's the Patriots. Miami Dolphins is a bad team. Patriots are a good team, And then it's Cowboys. When it's not the Cowboys are good teams, the Miami Dolphins are bad. It's okay. It's okay. Let them keep. They've been doing it all along, all year long, all off season. They were doing this, and I knew it, bro. I knew it because I'm gonna tell you what the trap game is. Forget that, hey, Cowboy fans. I love Mark Holmes and all the other guys, and they're worried about this game, thinking that everybody's going to keep the Cowboy players are going to keep their focus on something else or another team ahead while they're not worried about the Miami Dolphins. Believe me, they're worried about the Miami Dolphins. They're worried about every team because I know Jason's going to get them focused like that. Hopefully, he will. All right, and so will Moore. My point is that that's not the trap game. I keep telling you. Just remember me. Listen to me. But I tell you what now, Teddy Bridgewater. The following game may become a trap game. We'll see after the second half. I mean, after the first half, we'll see. But that may be a trap game itself because Teddy Bridgewater, though he's not the quarterback where he used to be when he first came into the league, and his injuries kept him out to be a top, to do anything with the team. Now he's with, of course, with the Saints. We'll see if he got any skills to try to get himself together, get him sort of game going. However, we'll see also if the Purge Squad really show up to be what they really are. And they are the Purge Squad, believe me. This is a good damn defense the Cowboys got. So I'm not even going to worry about what people are saying that, well, they didn't look too good the first two games. They stopped the people from scoring. The only time you got the Giants really scoring on the first drive, okay, and they scored basically on the last time because, you know, they had nothing going between those two scorings. Nothing. They really shut them out. Even though they may have moved the ball a little bit, they couldn't get in. So the Purge Squad, especially the defensive backfield, did their job. You saw how well they've been playing. All right, so that's you know, that's what it is. That's good. So, but my worry trap game is not with the Saints and with Teddy Bridgewater out there with Breeze out. The trap game is not with, of course, not the Patriots or Green Bay. You understand? Or anything like that. My trap game will be. I'll tell you what. Like I said, I'll let you know when the trap game comes. I'll let you know. Like I said, but believe me, it wouldn't have been a trap game if Breeze was there. Of course, they would have been prepared for him. But now that Breeze is not and Bridgewater is in, that can become a trap game. So be careful for that. But that's still not the trap game I'm talking about. And damn sure, not Miami. Miami's done. Okay, that's a done deal. Okay, they're gonna go off probably in the first half. Go all full throttle on them, okay? Full throttle on them when they get maybe 14, 17 points or more, okay? Then they'll probably revert in the second quarter, in the third quarter, second half in the third quarter into a running game to slow it down. So watch. That's what's going to happen. They're going to try to expose what they have. And you know, Quinn's been there for a while. He's going to help to expose exactly what they need to do on offense to get at them. So, but then again, Quinn is not the offense, he's the defense. But then again, he can give information for the defense so they can help the Cowboys win. So anyway, that's you know. Other than that, you know, I'm happy that the season started out well. I knew it was going to happen like that because here's my point too. Before I go, I wanted to make this point real good. Okay, people are saying that people are so surprised that Dak Prescott is playing so well. Why? Why are you all surprised? Why are these Cowboy fans now coming out of the woodwork saying, "Oh, that's my quarterback"? Oh. Before past season, they were like, "I want him out here. Where's Romo? Where's this? Let's go get Russ to take his place. Let's go get Bridgewater. Let's go get this one." Now listen, man, it's crazy. Dak, from the entire season he's played, the career he's played, has put up top 5 numbers. Though he's not been considered a top 5 quarterback, of course, I always got him closer to the top 10. I say top 12, at least top 10. You see him now; he's in top 10 right now. Right now he's playing top 10. His stats are top 5, period. And it's always been top 5. Because once you make the QBR, and his first 2 seasons, he was in the QBR, top 5 QBR, you're a top 5. You're a top quarterback. Your stats say top 5. Especially what you're doing in terms of your wins, and your wins dictate those top 5 results that you have in the QBR. So therefore, ergo, the man is a top 5 quarterback in the stat department. Though he's not accepted as a top 5 quarterback. Okay? And that's okay with me. That's okay with me. Because as long as he's kicking your fucking ass, I'll accept that. And that's how I see it. Okay? And so all this shit about rambling about how great like quarterbacks like Wentz is, and he's got this money, he deserved the money, you gotta play like you got the money. I knew he didn't deserve that money. Okay? I'm telling you something. I'm not wishing anything bad on Wentz. I'm telling you, I told you he got talent. I've said it all along because I got the heart. I'm a man. I can stand up and say that shit like a man and say this man got some talent. But there are Eagle fans who will never say that about Dak Prescott because they're not men. They're not no fucking men. Okay? And I don't need to be fucking respect them because they're not men. All right? People say that shit don't got no heart to say Dak Prescott is a good quarterback. When I say Carson is a good quarterback, he is. He's just not better than Dak Prescott. Okay? He's not. So I'm mad to say that, because I can say that. I'm securing myself, and for my team to say that Carson Wentz is a decent and good quarterback. He got a little more talent than Dak Prescott in terms of the arm and express stress. But Dak Prescott has always been a lights out quarterback when it comes to the fucking game management. When it comes to the game, getting it and putting to the win column. He's been always lights out. Not Wentz. Wentz just lost to another 500 team. He lost to another 500 above team. He did, right? A team that's above 500, he just lost to again, the Atlanta Falcons. The team that's under 500, he just beat last week, the previous week. That's how his record's going, everybody. Okay, go back and check his wins and loss records. And he's got a horrible record. He's got a losing record against teams that are 500, that are above 500. He does. Okay, those where most of his losses come from. So how do you justify him getting that contract and having a losing record against teams that are 500 and above? Anyway, that's all right. They'll have to deal with that. That's not our problem. Our problem is to play his ass, put him back on the ground like we always did. That's how I see it. Okay. Now, but the point I was trying to make about Dak Prescott is that you see how well he's playing. The point about him playing the way he is because they have a different offensive scheme that complements his abilities. We all were begging this asshole called Linehan was trying to do with Dak since Dak came into the league, which actually got Romo hurt before Dak got there. Linehan was ruining this team, ruining the schemes, everything. So it's a compliment to Dak's ability to take some of the worst receivers he ever had, and this team has ever had in years. Okay, which was you talking about the Terrence Williams. You have fucking Bryce Butler. Okay, you had even Swain, though he has a decent person, but he was no starter. He had him. He had Noah Brown, who was always fucking hurt. Okay, he had Dez Bryant, who had no more abilities left, and damn sure was dropping balls more than anybody else in the league. And of course, Witt retired. You understand? And Beasley was hurt most of the time, and Beasley wasn't producing when he got back on the field in 2017, as well he was doing the previous year in 2016. So Dak had all that to work with. With Linehan being an asshole that he is, not knowing how to work with this guy's talent, okay, and not listening to his own players, what they want to do, what they're trying to help out to the team, he thought he didn't want nobody second guessing him. So he's gone now because of that. All right. So just remember yourself. If everybody's telling Dak he's a dick and dunk quarterback, and he was winning his ass off, and then all that what he just had to work with. You know what I'm saying? So that's why his biggest weapon was Zeke. That's why he had to be. All of us, as a fan and the team itself, had to rely on Zeke because he had shitty weapons. You know what I'm saying? But he was still winning. He was still getting nearly 35 to 4,000 yards, under 4,000 yards, but 35 to nearly 4,000 yards a year, getting 23 touchdowns or 24 touchdowns or 22 touchdowns and 6 touchdowns rushing. He had to compensate knowing what the fucking scheme was. He hasn't run a touchdown in yet so far in the second game of the season this year, okay? Because you know why? Because everybody's catching every damn thing. He's throwing the most touchdowns in the league right now. So he's number one in touchdowns. Think about that. Now that Moore is here, it opened up the game for him. And he made it so that that Dak Prescott can use his ability to be that dangerous. They're afraid not just of Zeke. You see, Zeke's been no problem the first game. They're afraid of Dak's ability, okay? Because even in the Washington game, when he threw the interception, he could have just walked and ran that ball and got the first down right there. Instead, he decided to do that after that because the ball tipped off of Cobb's hand and put into the defenders. But that's what I'm telling you, man. You got a dangerous quarterback. If it's not my fault or Mark Holmes' fault or Law Nation's fault or Vosh's fault or others' fault that you guys couldn't see what we saw in Dak Prescott. Now, I'll fault you that because you were stupid, Cowboy fans. Not my fault. I've been telling you all along what we have and how lucky we are. I hope you can see that now because now I see how lucky we have. We have Kellen Moore, and that Linehan is fucking gone. Let's see how well this office is opening up, and it's going to continue. It's going to continue through the wins and the losses. It's going to continue. That's all you got to know. That through the wins and losses, it's going to continue. With that, I say thank you. Next video, I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Do me a favor, please. Please, if you like this, if you listen about watch this video, if you like and subscribe to it, please. If you like it, give me a like, and if you do whatever else you want to do with it, I appreciate it. Thank you.